Hello and welcome to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Getting into today's top stories, a consultant for Washington County told supervisors to aim higher than the legally required 50% of landowner consent to pursue secondary road improvements in subdivisions closer to Riverside, where traffic is expected to grow if further development is approved. The assessment districts are established by Chapter 311 of Iowa Code. They allow landowners within a certain distance of any secondary road to propose a cost-sharing agreement with the county to improve that road, as long as those owners take on at least half the cost through assessments. John Danos, the county's legal counsel for bond issues, said it was by far the easiest path to pave 135 and 140th Street. While the improvements must be proposed by a petition from at least half the homeowners in the assessed district, Danos said the supervisors could amend the agreement after his proposal, but doing so would not give residents a chance to back out after amendments were made. Still, Danos encouraged unilateral changes to petition plans, saying they could invite legal headaches. The further you stray from the parameters established in that initial petition, undoubtedly, the more you invite controversy, he said. One thing I've learned over the years with any kind of controversy related to a special assessment, they are more than likely going to work out in favor of the property owners if it's litigated. To minimize problems, Danos urged officials to seek more than the 50% threshold for residents' petition signatures, the minimum required by the law. Board of Supervisors Chair Richard Young said that kind of broad agreement seemed unlikely. The county has considerable discretion in the process. Danos said the decision makers could customize an assessment's plan method within reason, including measures that would evaluate based on square footage or number of parcels. Either approach would require Todd Hahn Construction, which owns around 30 undeveloped parcels on 135th Street, to pay a sizable portion of the cost. For all the flexibility Chapter 311 gives the county, the code has some limits. For one thing, assessments must be paid over 10-year terms, which takes a long-term payback off the negotiation table, since assessments must be payable in 10 equal installments or paid off all at once, according to the law. Additionally, the county cannot assess property owners for ongoing costs. Danos said that once the road was built, it became officials' duty to maintain, as with any other public infrastructure. SkyTrack Golf Simulator comes to Mount Pleasant thanks to the Rec Center. They're offering free trials of their new golf simulator October 13th and 14th and 17th and 18th. According to the Rec Center, interested parties can book tee times, play around, bring their own equipment, hit the range, and experience 15 popular courses. Not only will this simulator allow golfers to keep up on their game during the cold Iowa winters, but this simulation also offers distance and real-time 3D shot analysis and ball flight data. Tee times will be available for booking beginning October 19th online at the Rec Center website or with front desk staff. Tee times will consist of 90 minutes for a Rec Center member rate of $18 and must be booked by someone 18 years or older. Guests will pay an additional $7 to accompany a member. Those times may be utilized by 1 to 4 golfers. Monday, October 17th, the Rec Center will host a Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting ceremony for the newest edition at 10 a.m. The Kiwanis Noon Club held its annual Give Back meeting Wednesday. New Kiwanis Club President Jenny Morgan said the group's members donated $50 for every shift they personally worked at the county fair booth, each choosing an organization that involves children. This year's total came out to $6,000, spread out across 20 organizations. That was the top stories. It is now time for obituaries. Anne Kathleen Lane of Fairfield passed away on October 9th at the age of 74. A funeral service will be held at 10 a.m. October 17th at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Fairfield. Benner Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Cynthia Carey of Homewood, Illinois, passed away on October 7th at the age of 68. Private family services will be held at a later date. Jones and Ian Funeral Home is assisting with the arrangements. Melanie Ann Castell, formerly of Fairfield, passed away on May 27th at the age of 71. A celebration of life will be held at 2 p.m. on October 14th at the Carnegie Museum in Fairfield. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we have some cross-country rankings as well as the weather.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Hello and welcome back to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have some sports coming up, but first, the weather.
The weather is brought to you by Jacqueline Areola, LLC.
Come visit Jackie in her new location downtown. She is ready to serve Washington and the surrounding community.
Today has been chilly with a high of only 56 and a low of 61. It has also been windy with speeds up to 22 miles an hour. Tomorrow it will remain windy with speeds at 19 miles an hour, but will be generally nicer with temperatures up to 65 and partly cloudy skies. Looking at the weekend now, it will be 62 and partly cloudy on Saturday. Temperatures will start dropping on Sunday with a high of 59 and a low of 30. Then we will start our work week with sunny skies, but a high of only 49 and a low of 25. That was the weather. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
On Tuesday, IowaRunJumpThrow.com released its latest boys and girls cross-country rankings. Both the boys and girls list features a plethora of Union area teams and runners. Heading the Union area in the rankings is the Mid-Prairie girls, who currently hold the number 2 ranking in Class 2A, behind River Valley Conference opponent Monticello. Leading the boy area teams is Danville, New London. The squad currently sits at number 3 in the Class 2A rankings. The Mid-Prairie is also featured in the 2A rankings with the number 13 spot. Representing Class 1A girls is Pekin. The Panthers were ranked as high as number 2 at one point, but now sit in the number 6 spot. In Class 3A, both the boys and girls Washington teams made the list. The Demon girls are currently ranked number 8, while the boys are at number 17. As far as individual rankings go, defending Class 2A girls state champion, Mid-Prairie's Daniel Hostetler sits in the number 1 spot in the class. AJ Bonison represents Danville, New London with number 6 ranking in Class 2A boys. Pekin's Chloe Glosser is ranked number 6 in the Class 1A girl rankings. And then Washington's Micah Reese is number 8 in Class 3A for boys. Iris Dahl is 12th for girls. That was the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This is the Southeast Iowa Union News Break.